Hey, good morning, everybody. $1,400 third stimulus checks, especially for those on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, railroad benefits, and SSA benefits, will land by direct deposit this coming week on March 31st. This channel is exclusively reporting. It's called the third wave of the third stimulus check. The first wave was St. Patrick's Day, Wednesday, March 17th. The second wave was March 24th, Wednesday. And the third wave, this channel's exclusive reporting, will be this coming March 31st. Meantime, nearly over 50% of this viewers of this channel will not get it on the Direct Express card, but in the mail. And when are you going to get it in the mail? I'll be answering your questions live, on air, jumping into the live chat in this recording as we interact. I'll also show you new videos from Dr. Fauci, new videos from Chuck Schumer, and a new video from the White House. As the excitement unfolds, I have all the breaking details you're only going to hear on this channel about your $1,400 third stimulus check as the coffee is brewing and Mornings LA continues right now. Good morning, everybody. It's Mornings LA, and I got big exclusive breaking news about your $1,400 third stimulus check, especially if you're on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, and railroad benefits. Let me explain where we are right now before I tell you what's happening next week. Let me tell you right now. Who has not gotten stimulus checks of the third stimulus check so far? People who pay tax returns, file tax returns, have not gotten stimulus checks. Yes. People who use the non-file filing in 2020 have not gotten their stimulus check. Yes. And people on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, railroad benefits, and SSA benefits who even file a tax return or have used the non-file filing tool in 2020 have also not gotten their stimulus checks. Literally, a massive amount of Americans have not gotten their stimulus check. If you've been with me over the weekend, you've heard me detail to you that Representative Neal's letter is absolutely incorrect. It's incorrect in several ways because it says that the limit of the problem is only people on benefits. It's not. And it also explains that the reason why the issue has occurred is not accurate. IRS knows where you are. That's not the issue. Let me explain now where we are going into Monday. What I can tell you first, before I start to those details, is that 9 out of 10 times, and listen very carefully to this point because it's very important, 90% of the time you will not get an alert that a direct deposit is about to occur. 90% of the time you will not get an alert from the IRS tool that a direct deposit is going to occur. And 90% of the time, you will not get an alert anywhere that a mailed check is going to land in the mailbox. It just lands. And despite that, I always have viewers think that there's not going to be a stimulus check or they're worried because they have no results. Don't be worried. It just lands. I'll explain to you in a second where it's going to land for you in this recording. Now, let's get to what's happening Wednesday and the end of next week. This channel is exclusively reporting that viewers who are on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, and railroad benefits have a new third wave underway. When did that third wave start? Friday, I'm exclusively reporting. When will that third wave deposit checks in some accounts? This coming Wednesday, the funds will be available. March 31st is the effective date. Let's pause for a second and go over that direct deposit information. This third wave effective date for direct deposit is March 31st. So if you receive your benefits or you receive your stimulus checks previously and you're not on benefits by direct deposit, and you're at a big bank will not release the funds until the 31st, Wednesday. Why do we know that? Because that's how they did the first wave. That's how they did the second wave. If you're in a smaller bank, they sometimes release the funds. And the great news is that some viewers have already gotten third wave funds released to them. Who are smaller banks? Cash App, Chime, have prided themselves on releasing funds ahead of time. H&R Block Green Emerald Card, also TurboTax. Could you get the funds direct deposit available the day after? Yes, April 1st. Would the funds just appear in the account never showing pending? Absolutely. It just appears 9 out of 10 times, whether it's a Direct Express card or a Bank America, the funds just appear. What time in the day do they appear? They appear anytime throughout the day. On the 31st or of another day as well. Okay, that's the deposit. Now, let's go to the mail check. I got to tell you, I sense my sort of gut reaction on a family member to family member chat with you is I sense that people feel a little bit adverse to receiving a mailed check because I saw a lot of comments in the video before this where they said, I got the first one by direct deposit. I got the second one by direct deposit. Why do I have to get it in the mail? And I saw some people sort of adverse to the notion that it's coming in the mail. Don't be adverse for two reasons. One, it's not going to be delayed because it's in the mail. More about that in 1 second. Second, if it comes in the mail, you have a way to know that it's landing. And number three, if you get the money, who cares where it is you're getting the money? All right, let me go over the delivery date for the mail checks. There's two groups of mail checks. There is second wave mail checks. Well, there are first wave of mail checks, but I think viewers have gotten that so far. There is second wave of mail checks where the effective date is March 26, and then there's third wave of mail checks. What can I exclusively report to you? Viewers have reported to me that their new mail check dates have been updated as April 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and even April 5th. So we have these mail checks from second wave of March 26th and this third wave of May 6th. Before I get to what that effective date is, let me make something very obvious to you. Direct Express card will have no information about your deposit if it's coming in the mail. I had one viewer in the chat before this video say, call up Direct Express on the 30th and ask where your money is. They may not have your money if it's in the mail. And 50% of the viewers of this channel may never get the check in the deposit account. It may be in the mail. Bank America will not have your check because it may be in the mail. So this is what I want you to do is watch that mail. This is really important. So what day are you physically getting it in the mail? This is where things have gone astray. If you see a mail 26 result, it means that the date in the corner of the check is the 26th. The check is dated the 26th. It does not mean the check is being mailed out on the 26th. It does not mean you're receiving the check on the 26th. If it says April 5th, it does not mean the check is going out April 5th. It does not mean you're receiving the check April 5th. It means the date on the corner of the check is April 5th. So what date are you receiving the check then? You generally see the check 1 to 2 days before the date in the corner of the check, to which that's not working because people who have that March 26th date in the corner of the check, today's the 28th, they haven't gotten it. Now let me explain what's going on with that March 26th mail check viewers. I have viewers from March 26th who got the check on the 23rd. Yes, they got it 3 days ahead of time. I have a countless number of viewers from the March 26th who have not gotten it as of yesterday. And then I had some viewers from March 26th who did get it yesterday, the 27th. Today, of course, is not a mail date. It's the 28th. It's Sunday. So let's see what happens tomorrow, the 29th. I'll be jumping the live chat a second with you to see if any updates from you about this March 26th date. Let's go now to the April people with the mail check. The April people with the mail check, when will they likely get it? next week. This is why the mail check is good, because the mail check is coming next week. It'll come a few days before the effective date. So you don't have to worry that the mail check is 5 months after the direct deposit. It's just the same week. So this is really great news. I hope so far I've been able to keep this clear and concise and easy. But if I haven't, no worries. I'm jumping in the live chat right now. How is everybody? How is everybody? Hi, LALATE, it's Cassandra. How are you? There is Terry with some hugs. And hi, Kim. So let me ask, did anyone receive in the mail yesterday, the Saturday, a mailed check? Yes. If the answer is yes, drop in the comments yes. Did anyone get a mailed check yesterday for yesterday? Let's see if anyone got a mail check yet, because I know a few did, but I want to see if there's any updates, because today is, the next morning. Today is Sunday morning. Did anyone get a mail check in the mail yesterday? No, all no's so far. All no's, all no's, all no's. Okay. So there's one yes. There was one yes. I saw one yes in there with a nice exclamation point so I can see it. So a lot of no's and a lot of yeses. Okay. Now, next question. If you have a April 26 result for your name for mail check, drop in the comments right now just the words April 26. If you have a mail April 26 result for your name, drop in the comments April 26. Yesterday, I asked this question as well, and boy, it was just thousands of viewers. But let's see if, so there's an April 26. Anyone else have an April 26 result for themselves? Drop in the comments April 26, the word April and then 26 if you have that for your, excuse me, I'm so sorry, March 26. My goodness, March 26, not April 26. March 26, thank you, there you go. Anyone have a March 26? Yes. March 26, there we go. Oh, someone actually has my April. There we go, March 26. So we do have a lot of March 26 viewers still who have not gotten the mail check for March 26. So there we go. All right. So next question is, we clearly see a lot of people have not received a mailed March 26 check. Now, if you have a April mail date, someone just said April 2nd, drop in the comments what April mail dates you have for your name. April 2nd, April 3rd, April 4th, April 5th. If you have an April date for your name, drop in the comments if you have an April date. Let's see. And then the comments slow down because let's do. So you see how a lot of people had, a lot less people have this. Okay, my boyfriend says April 2nd, says Arlene. There's Arletta, April 2nd. Vicky says April 3rd. Tina, April 2nd. D. Oakley, April 3rd. April 2nd for my boyfriend, Arlene again. So you see the number of people for third wave, Arletta, April 2nd. So you see the wave of the third wave for mail checks is less. So we may have some updating to do. This is really, this is very interesting. Let me explain what just happened. I had viewers last night and this morning send me private messages and said, oh my God, LALATE, you're right. The IRS tool updated itself. It now has a new date for me for my mail check. It's April 5th. When I saw that one, I'm like, wow, that's the latest date I've had so far. So the viewer got the alert that said, hey, it sent me an alert, said, hi, I just got a new date for my mail check. It is now April 5th. So we will see what's going to go on with these mailed this mail situation. If you're watching the live chat and you do not have a result for your name, if the tool, the IRS tool, has no result for your name, your bank has no information, understand the magnitude of how many people in a live chat right now have mail as a result for their name of a particular date. Whether the mail result is for the month of March or the mail result is for the month of April, you see how many people in a live chat right now have these results. There's currently about 2,000 people in the live chat. The chat rate is very high. It's almost 158. A normal chat rate is 50, so it's at 158. And so you see the magnitude of the mail. Let me ask a question right now, because I haven't, this is a new question. I've never asked this one. Are you on Direct Express and have a mail result showing for you? So we had all those March 26 people, mail. I want to know how many of you are Direct Express consumers. All those people that had the April date for the mail, I want to see how many of you are Direct Express consumers. So if you are Direct Express and mail, if you are a Direct Express consumer, but you have a mail alert, drop in the comments Direct Express mail. Direct Express mail. If you are a Direct Express consumer and you are getting a mail alert, drop in the comments right now Direct Express and mail so I can get a sense of how many you are. Interesting. So the Direct Express consumers are not the mail group. Wait, let's see. There's a few. There's Angela, Direct Express mail. There's Sheila, Direct Express mail. Trying to see if anyone is a Direct Express mail. There's Ichono, Direct Express mail. There's Trendena, Direct Express mail. Thank you, Sonia, for the super chat. There's Habheen, Direct Express mail. And there's Noemi, Direct Express mail. So that was a good indicator. So it did show that it's hard to know how many of you, but it did show that of the people who have mail alerts, it includes Direct Express, just what we had thought. So if you are on Direct Express and you are on SSI, SSDI, Social Security or Railroad benefits, your stimulus check may be coming by the mail. This is among viewers who actually have a result on the irs.gov tool. Understand, a lot of people who use the tool don't get a result. It doesn't work for them. It doesn't provide them information. But for the viewers who it does provide information for them and that are on Direct Express, they're getting a result. It's in the mail. So suddenly we see the universe of what's happening. We have people who bank at banks like a Bank America or a Chase, and they have the alert, it's coming in the mail. And then we have Direct Express consumers, and they have the alert that it's coming in the mail. Of course, on the other side, I have Direct Express consumers having an alert that's coming this coming Wednesday, and I also have big bank consumers having an alert that the stimulus check is coming by direct deposit next week. So bottom line, recap so far, is we see that everyone is everywhere at the same time. We don't show that one group is only one place. Do you see it? I see it. We don't see that only these people are only here. No, no, no. Everyone is in all different places. People on SSI and SSDI and Social Security and Railroad benefits are getting direct deposits, and some are getting in the mail. People on Direct Express card, some are getting it by direct deposit, and some are getting the mail. Some on Direct Express card are getting results in the IRS tool, some are not getting results in the IRS tool. Some people not on benefits are getting a result that it's coming by mail. And then some people not on benefits are showing a result, it's coming by direct deposit. So everyone is in every different location. It basically defeats the logic of the letter from Neil that says only one group is only one where and only one place and only being treated one way. No, we see the problem across the board. So here's what you need to know as we go into, wow, we're already at 19 minutes. Here's what you need to know is that this coming week, we will likely see big changes. First, we will see new people getting new updates in that tool. That March 26th date for the viewers of this channel generally appeared last Saturday. I've had some viewers say to me, LALATE, this April 2nd date, or 3rd or 4th or 5th, it just happened on Saturday. I expect more of you to have new updates in the next day or 2 days. Of course, tomorrow's going to be a big day because tomorrow's going to be the day in which Treasury would likely issue their update. But meantime, let's listen into a new video from Chuck Schumer about what is happening for the stimulus package. I'll be back with you in just a second. We'll go over more about the third stimulus check, but let's listen to a new video about the stimulus relief in general.
A focused way that got the aid to the Americans who needed it most. So it's been a busy 2 months, but we're just getting started. The Senate must continue to make progress on the other major issues facing the American people. When the Senate returns in April, we're going to begin to focus on 3 major areas: voting rights and civil rights, economic recovery and jobs with an emphasis on climate change and building back better, and health and gun safety. We will try to work with our Republican colleagues on a bipartisan basis when and where we can. We welcome it. But if they choose to obstruct, rather than work with us to deliver the bold help that American families need, we will push forward and make progress nonetheless. Failure is not an option. When the Senate, let me go on each of these issues. When the Senate returns on April 12th, the first item we will consider are Senator Hirono's COVID hate crimes legislation to combat hate crimes, especially in the Asian American community, and confirming top positions at the Department of Justice, including the nominees for Deputy AG and Associate Attorney General. Last week, the Senate Judiciary Committee held the first ever.
Meantime, Dr. Fauci was asked about that controversial recording that is going to go on broadcast news tonight. I think it's tonight on CNN, in which the former head of the CDC under the former president says, in his opinion, he thinks that COVID-19 started in a China hospital, in a China testing ground due to a accident. Let's hear Dr. Fauci's remarks.
From what I gather from the press of what he said that this is a possibility and he's entitled to his opinion now. That were his exact words. I think what he likely was expressing is that there certainly are possibilities, as I mentioned just a few moments ago, of how a virus adapts itself to a efficient spread among humans. You know, one of them is in the lab, and one of them, which is the more likely, which most public health officials agree with, is that it likely was below the radar screen, spreading in the community in China for several weeks, if not a month or more, which allowed it, when it first got recognized clinically, to be pretty well adapted. But according to the words of Dr. Redfield, he was saying he was just expressing an opinion and an option of what it could be. With regard to...
Meantime, the White House also released a new video over the weekend that talks about the importance of food and stimulus with food. But let me cut back into the live chat with you right now. One of the questions I want to ask people in the live chat is, did you have any problem with the first or second stimulus check? And what I mean is, did you get it literally on time, or was it a few days late or a few weeks late? Because I was not around for first stimulus, clearly. I was around for second stimulus. And I know that viewers did not get second stimulus on time. I know that people did not get the $600 stimulus check on time. But in recent days, people have been dropping in the comments, I got the first and second stimulus check totally fine and nothing went wrong. Drop in the comments if something was late in the first or second stimulus. If it was not late, drop no, not late. Did anything from the first or second stimulus come late or not late? Even if both on time, says Terry. I got both early, says Al. Both on time, says Linda. Year late, weeks late. Even if it was days late or weeks late, say mine 10 days late, someone said. Got mine on time. No problem at all. Not late. Not late. First was late. Second, someone said second, no problem. First was late. Yeah, a lot of people had problems. Okay, so some people had problems with the first, but not the second. Both early, another person. Took 4 days for another one. Not late, both on time. First and second late. Both ahead of time. 4 days late. Not late. Came within 2 days of signing? Wow. Where were these viewers when I was recording in December? You know, because I'm just having a memory hit here, because when I was recording in December, I had a lot of people that jumped in the comments in December saying, I haven't gotten my second stimulus check. Where's my second stimulus check? And then we had to talk about the tax return and filing the tax return, requesting it. And I had countless DMs from people saying, I haven't got my second stimulus check. Where's my second stimulus check? But it seems that suddenly everyone's saying, my second stimulus check came totally fine on time. So I maybe people who got the second stimulus check on time are tuning in, did not get it on time and not tuning in anymore, because now they're just like, nothing comes on time. But I this is cracking up, because I specifically made recordings about the second stimulus check not coming on time. And I had countless private messages from people saying, where is my second stimulus check? It's not here. But in the last week, people, when talking about this stimulus check, said, I got the second one on time. It came fine. I personally know people who showed up 4 weeks late and 3 weeks late and 5 weeks late for the second stimulus. So I don't know. They both came on good to me. I got mine both on time. So the vast majority of people are saying it came on time. So I'm good enough. That's fine with me. Oh, here's someone says mine second. So some people do say the one was late. The first one was late, or the second was late. That's a little bit reassuring, because I was like, wait a second here. I got my first one on time. Second one, the second one came late. Yeah. I mean, I know people who never got the second stimulus check, and they had to request it, and then they did get it. I mean, I'm in those recordings as well. So let me tell you what the big recap is as we approach the 27-minute mark. The big recap is the following. This channel is exclusively reporting that a third wave of stimulus checks went out on Friday. A third wave of that $1,400 third stimulus check. The effective date is March 31st for direct deposit, or a later date for paper check. The paper check dates are April 2nd to April 5th so far. We could see more dates. Those dates continue to surface in the last 24 hours. So I saw a new update from one viewer this morning of April 5th, which I had never heard of a date that late. The effective date means that banks may not release the funds until the 31st. Which banks would release the funds before the 31st? Smaller banks like a Cash App or a Chime, an H&R Block or Green Emerald card may release the funds early. Which banks would not release funds early? Big banks generally do not release funds before the effective date of March 31st. Now, the mail check, we have viewers who have, we have thousands of viewers who have a March 26th effective mail check date. And those include people on the Direct Express card who have an alert that it's not coming by the Direct Express card, it's coming on March 26th. And they didn't get it. They did not get it. Today's the 28th. So we're going to watch what happens tomorrow. Of those March 26th people, I had some get it on the 23rd. I had some get it on the 27th. But I still have thousands not getting the 26th check. I do have new people having an alert that the third wave check is coming in the mail the 2nd to the 5th. these are the sort of things we want to look for tomorrow, Monday. If checks start to land in the mail, and what's the date in the corner of the check? You want to look at the check date in the corner and see if it lands in the mail tomorrow. That will be promising news, because we have a big issue about where are these March 26 checks? Where are they? We don't know where they are. Are they late? Have they not been sent out? We're presuming they're late in the mail, that they're somehow stalled somewhere getting to people, and that they're just going to sort of smack and land at one point. So we're going to watch that. Second, we're going to watch Treasury for that big announcement, because they're expected to make an announcement that a third wave went out. Because clearly it did. I mean, clearly it did, because one, we had viewers get get deposits over the weekend. Second, we have viewers get alerts that a wave of checks will land them in direct deposit on April 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. So a new wave has gone out. And of course, we have that statement from Saul. And finally, what we want to see this Monday or Tuesday, if some deposits start to post, smaller banks before the big banks. Remember, if you are on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, and railroad benefits, this is what you need to know. First, it may be going to the Direct Express card. It may be going to mail. Number two, it may be going to your big bank or the bank that you have your benefits put into every month, like a Chase or a Bank of America, or instead it may be in the mail. Number three, the fact that you have the non-file or filing tool, you file tax returns, you don't, has nothing to do with it, because everyone's having an issue with the same problem. Finally, if you have people you know that did get it but didn't get it, or got it and didn't get it, don't worry, because we just see that universally. We have 3 people in the same house that all bank at Chase, and the sister and the brother got it, but the grandma and the grandpa didn't get it. It's just a mess. So there is really no tracking instrument to say, well, these people in the house got it and I didn't get it, or my brother and sister bank at the same bank, I didn't get it. Finally, and again, I have to always mention this because this is the most obvious situation, but I have to mention it. If it's coming in the mail, your bank won't have any information about the deposit. If you know it's in the mail, then obviously it's in the mail. But if you don't know it's in the mail, it may just show up. 90% of the time, the funds just appear in the bank account or appear in the mailbox with no prior alert. And so if you're asking your bank, where's my check? They won't know it if it's actually in the mail. If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Thank you for this live chat. Really, really helpful. And I will be doing again shortly. I'm back with you on home LALATE, noontime LALATE, coming up in about half an hour. And we'll interact then and see what new updates. Check the IRS tool. Meantime, that IRS tool, some viewers said it locks you out after 5 attempts. I've heard it locks you out now after 3 attempts. So don't be using it too often. If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. I don't want you to miss a single recording across the board. Remember, it's free to subscribe. And this channel, community, all helps one another. Also like this video. Let's try to do 2,000 to 3,000 likes. And if you're not become a member, consider becoming a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Calcino VIP. Stay informed, stay focused, and stay of LA for more.